Hello and welcome to Old Man Minecraft. I'm an old man and I play Minecraft. You might notice, if you're very observant, I'm wearing gold leggings. You might also know that I absolutely hate the nether. So, shall we go? Let's go. Oh, I'm scared. Oh my word. I can hear a ghast. Oh, why did I come here? Oh, it's hateful. Oh my word, I can hear a ghast straight away. Where is it? Oh, I'm in a hole. That's good. Put a torch down, makes hardly any difference. Oh my word. Go away. Okay, I can see the thing I've come for, which is these. Oh my word. The crystal-y things. I can also see both types of mud, nether mud. So that's good. Right, I'm going to get as much of this stuff in stealth mode as I possibly can. What's this way? Nothing much. Wow, this is so terrifying. I don't like it at all. Okay, let's think sensibly. First of all, we put down our chest with our emergency supplies in. So we should never, ever, ever get stuck in the never, ever, ever. Let's put that down, and I'm putting that in there straight away. I'm going to put that in. I'm going to put half of that in. Let's try fortuning this. Loads of XP. I just got one. 10. That's a little bit better. I want a nice chunky vein. I don't want any lava though, that's for sure. Is that some? That's gold. I really want gold. Okay. 10's not enough. Right, focus, branch mine, do what you know. Okay, that's some of the soil. I do need this. So we'll grab this as well. Hello. See, this is exactly why I don't like the nether. This stuff's great for soul torches, the blue flames. So I'm going to grab as much of this as I possibly can. It'd be really good if I only needed to come into the nether once. Oh, it gives off horrible little sighing noises. Oh, that's gross. Okay, does this go down straight away to death? Yes, it does. Okay, well, we won't bother with that then. Oh, that was the right way to dig. I can hear a skelly bob. Lovely. I think this might be the end of it right there. Oh no, I don't know what I'm talking about. Look at that, stack and a half. See, I like the fact that this is up here as a barrier. I might have to quickly just replace this from there, and I can take down everything behind it. I only really need this for, I believe... Oh, look, it's uncovered some more quartzy. I believe I need this... I only need this for bubble columns. I don't really find this useful for much else. What does it do? It slows you down, so good for PvP worlds, which mine isn't. Oh, yeah, so you walk super slow on this stuff. It's really bizarre. Oh, there's like demonic whispering. That's never a good sign. Way, hello, mate. Oh, it's alright, I got you. Yeah, I'm going to call that a day. I do not like the nether. All my nether gubbins is going to go in here, including a stack of that and a stack of that. What's that? That's a fish. I made that way too big. and it's far too imposing and menacing. I mean, right, let's never go to the Nether again. Well, it's the next day now, and I think we can all agree that the Nether is absolutely disgusting. I've also built two little kind of guard towers to frame this gate up a little bit, and I think you'll agree it's looking quite nice. It's only the basis. We're going to be building all kinds of things up on top. And very quickly, before it goes too dark, I'm going to show you what I've done through here. This is the beginnings of the path that's going to wind its way around the mountain and up, and I haven't done anything really with it. Next episode, I think I'm going to show you all the different areas that we're going to have available. It's all going to be set out like a kind of a citadel with all the market stalls and traders all around the edges, and tying in here we're going to have a load of shop fronts with, so nice shop fronts here, but embedded going way back in we are going to have our farms. And very importantly, I want to show you my method that I'm going to use. The farms are going to be in here, so I'm going that way, so I'm going that way, but I want to show you a method that I'm going to be using for firing all the pistons, and it's very exciting. Shall we go to my test world? Let's go right now. This is the design I'm using for my sugarcane farm. It is pretty standard, but you'll notice that there are no observers inside the farm, which are usually used to see when the sugarcane is the right height to harvest. The alternative is what's called a redstone clock, I believe invented by a chap called Etho, much loved in the community, which fires off a signal regularly, which you can then wire up to your farm's pistons. But even hopper clocks, which you've programmed to have the maximum delay between pulses, will still be activating many times a day. The resulting piston and minecart activity is very noisy to have under your base, as all my farms will be. But a farm which uses observers for every single plant, which you often see, is way too expensive in materials. So what are we going to use to solve these two issues of cost and noise? Let me explain. Well, I have made a contraption which only fires a pulse twice a day, once just after you wake up and once just as the sunset is occurring. Sugarcane's notoriously slow to grow, so 2 harvests a day should be plenty. For you to build this contraption, you will need to go to the Nether for quartz. You'll also need to either explore deep underground for redstone, or trade redstone with a cleric, or just steal it off a dead witch. You'll need the quartz to make a daylight sensor, and you'll need quartz and redstone to make the observer. And here are the ingredients list for both devices. Like lots of things in Minecraft, the daylight sensor gives out a redstone signal, and the signal strength, and therefore the distance that the current travels, is dependent on the amount of light that hits the top of the daylight sensor, hence the name. Now, I've set up all these lamps to make it easier to see, but you'll notice that at midday it gives out a maximum strength of 15. Now, I've switched the daylight cycle back on here in my creative test world, and you can see that as the sun goes down in the sky, so the level of light drops, and as it does so, this depowers, so the current travels less and less far, and as it does so, these lamps turn themselves off. So I want to trigger this farm at sunset, just before we're able to use a bed to sleep for the day. And at this time of the day, the light level hitting the daylight sensor is activating 6 of the redstone. But here's where we hit our first problem. That activated redstone will be giving out a constant signal at that time of day, but we need a pulse. We can replicate this constant signal by just simply using one of these on-off levers. What we want is for a single pulse to fire the pistons, otherwise they're just going to be always on, occupying that block into which we want the sugar cane to grow. Now, we can replicate the type of pulse we want by using this button, which switches itself off. That's what we want. This is where the observer block comes in. Very handily, it gives off a pulse whenever it senses a change of state in the block that it's looking at. Usually in farms like this, it's positioned to look out for the crop growing into the space it's observing. So as you can see here, I can put in a constant signal. It gives out a little redstone signal, which is just one pulse. But observers will detect all sorts of things, including, for example, when a piece of dirt gets turned into farmland. Now here's where it gets a little bit inception-y, because an observer also counts redstone turning off or on as a change of state. So this means that we can get the observer to look out for that key point in the redstone line and send out a pulse then. But if we do have a constant signal, it'll just be blocking that off, so it can't grow during the day. This way we can just observe when the redstone line goes past the observer. So the next step is to design a contraption as neat and small as possible, which will look out for the right time of day and, using what we've learnt here, send out a single pulse to our farm. This is what I've come up with. Obviously I had a few iterations, but what you'll need to do to build this is to dig down 7. So you've dug down 7 blocks, and you know that your daylight sensor is going to be going above this block. I want it to be looking at a redstone lamp. The redstone lamp must have a redstone dust on top of it. And this over here is just going off to wherever you're going to get that pulse. Now with your building block of choice, pop one on the observer, one next to it, whichever direction you want to go in. Redstone dust on top of that. This is going to be the first of 5 layers we're going to come up. And we're going to tuck in, go up and tuck in every time. Go up and tuck in. So that's 3, 4, 5. That's our last block right there. And you'll notice if I put a redstone dust on top of here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that's what triggers that redstone lamp, which then gets observed by the observer, turning on or off, and gives out our little pulse. And the final step of all is to pop our daylight sensor on there. And there we go. We have designed a little contraption which sends out a single pulse twice a day, just when we want it. Fantastic. How are we doing for time? Doing pretty well. I'm going to go and buy a Fortune 3 book for my hoe, because I have got some very interesting trades from the Wandering Trader. I haven't edited them all in for you to see, but I've stopped and spent with the Wandering Trader a number of times, and I've got some jolly good goodies. I'm going shopping. Look, where's Fortune? Efficiency, sharpness, Fortune. Here we go. This chap. Have I got any books? Oh, it's only 11 emeralds. Wonderful. I'm pretty sure there's a book in here. I'm not sure if it's the same on Java, but on Bedrock you need emeralds and a book, because the cheapskates won't supply their own book apparently. Okay. Hello. Please may I have a book? Thank you. Right, let's go and enchant this hoe with Fortune. Now, I haven't been any further than that village that way. I haven't been any further than the desert village, which is right behind those red sand hills there. I haven't been further than that nether portal that way, so I haven't even been into the jungle yet. And I haven't been over there at all. I haven't been further than, in fact, that sugarcane plant that way. So I haven't actually explored at all. One of the benefits of exploring is, of course, all the lovely goods you can get, but that is also what Wandering Traders can be useful for. So some of the plants and bits and interesting things that I've got from the Wandering Trader include saplings that I haven't got. The last sapling I need is spruce, because that is an absolute essential for building. As you can see, I've got these dark oak saplings. Right, let's get this hoe enchanted. And we'll see. It's 6. Let's try it. So according to the wiki, this Fortune hoe should produce a lot more saplings. I know this is the jungle tree and I don't need these. I'm just double checking I didn't get the wrong thing. So I had no jungle saplings on me before, and now I have 16. That's not too bad. There's even more dotted about. Okay, let's do it. Well, my first dark oak tree of the world. And as I say, I never usually use dark oak because it always seemed like such a hassle. But with free bone meal, I can get as much of this stuff as I want, and it does look absolutely gorgeous. So all I'm going to need is more than 4. Are you ready? Oh, I've got 2 already, look. 3, 6, 7, 9, 11. That's really good. And at least one tree with that hoe can produce enough saplings for at least one more tree. Excellent. Good. How very, very exciting. I have dark oak. What have we also done? We have gone to the nether. We have got our first bit of nether quartz. We have got our first bits of soul mud, soul sand and soul soil. What else have we done? We've had a look at the mechanism for firing off my farms in the test world. There'll be more of that to come. You do not have spruce saplings. You've got some of that. I need that. As I say, the last bit of the jigsaw for me, I know I can get acacia over there by the bucketful. The last thing that I need, that I'd like from the Wandering Trader, is spruce. And I'm not going to get it from this guy. So I might help him on his way, as is tradition in Minecraft. Well, I think that just about wraps it up for this episode. I've had such a blast, as per usual. Thank you ever so much for watching. Remember, drink lots of milk for healthy teeth and bones, and I will see you again on the next episode of Old Man Minecraft.